Buddhist sermon. Buddhist sermon is delivered by Venerable Beragama Piyarathana Thero.
Namo Buddhaya. Homage to the fully enlightened Buddha. Dear friends in Dhamma, do you really value the right effort? Buddha's path is for those who would like to make genuine effort to work on the path, which has well explained by the Buddha. Those who do not want to make a genuine effort to eradicate three main root causes of unwholesome deed: greed, hatred, and delusion. Those who are careless and heedless will remain in the cycle of existence, birth and death endlessly. A very nice simile can be presented. The ants who are addicted to honey pot, just fallen into it, they will die there because they are so addicted to the taste of the sweetness of the honey. Average, normal, unenlightened people would like to indulge and get intoxicated by worldly pleasures, happiness, and sunk into these pleasures. They do not have time to work for the spiritual advancement. Even they have time, they don't give priority. Buddha never rejects or discourages enjoying sensual gratification, enjoying sensual pleasures through righteous means. What he indeed encouraged people to be mindful about one's sensual experience. When sometimes same joyful experience becomes sorrowful experience due to the law of impermanence, law of change, it is very important to have right effort to one's life in order to achieve material success and spiritual progress. Lord Buddha himself made great effort to achieve Buddhahood in millions of his previous lives. What was the salient and very important feature of the Buddha's effort? The enlightened one never ever give up his effort unless he become Buddha. Reach his goal and try to realize the truth. Can you show me a person in this whole world who made effort like Buddha did in his path to enlightenment? I think you will never find such a person in this whole world except Buddha. Right effort, Samma Vayama, is the sixth step on the Buddha's Noble Eightfold Path. The Noble Eightfold Path, right effort, vigor are essential and integral part of Buddhist path to Nibbana, the total emancipation from all defilements. Even though it came sixth place in its presentation order, it is not to be understood or considered as something as individual entities without any connection to the other 8 parts. They are interrelated and one or few of them support each other. They make the progress together. In such a Vibhanga Sutta, the discourse on the analysis of the truth, Buddha has explained very clearly the right effort. What is right effort? Here in monk, put forth will, strives, and stirs up energy, strengthens his mind, exerts himself to prevent the arising of evil, unwholesome thoughts that have not yet arisen. And put forth his will, strive, and make his effort to banish or to remove the evil, unwholesome thoughts that have already arisen in his mind. Put forth will to develop wholesome thoughts that have not yet arisen. And also he put forth effort and will, strive, stir up energy, and strengthen his mind, exert himself to maintain and perceive and increase to bring them the maturity, development, and to complete wholesome thought that have arisen. This is called right effort. Right effort have four aspects. The first aspect is to prevention of unwholesome thoughts eventually lead to unwholesome verbal action and deeds. Secondly, it talks about abandonment or eradication of unwholesome thoughts that have already arisen, containing in our mind. These two aspects can be described as the prevention aspect of the right effort. Then we have the cultivation or development aspect of right effort, is to have positive, wholesome thoughts. In many occasions in Buddha's doctrine, these qualities, the importance is emphasized. In 7 factors of enlightenment, in Bojjhanga Suttas, the effort is one of the factors of enlightenment, those who wish to become enlightened Buddhists. It was stated in 5 spiritual faculties, the Pancha Indriya, those awareness of sati, stand stillness, and stability of mind, samadhi, effort, virya, and the confidence, saddha, and wisdom, panya. The term virya in Pali language is equivalent to vayama. It has the meaning of patience, perseverance, effort, resolution. Some people make resolutions in their lives to make improvements and or refraining from negative habits such as giving up, smoking, drinking, alcohol. Yet after a few days or week, they continue to do the same thing and they succumb to their old habits. Why this is happening? This is happening because they do not continue to remind their resolution every day to themselves. They have become slaves to their habit. They need more effort to defeat the temptations. We become slaves of our temptation. Let us take example of meditators. They are facing great difficulties in spiritual path due to certain mental afflictions, impediments that were with us in our whole samsaric life. They might come to our surface of our mind when we are meditating. There are 5 great obstructions, hindrances that cause us difficulties to develop our minds. When sensual desire, kamachanda, ill will, vyapada, sloth and torpor, drowsiness, thidamidda, restless and worry, uddhacha, kukucha, uncertainty and skepticism, vichikicha, are arisen in our minds. So, in order to overcome these mental obstacles, we need to practice right effort diligently and get rid of these 5 hindrances. In Vyaggapacha Sutta, Buddha speaks Digajanu, a layman, 4 qualities which is very important for one's life, more to have a more prosperous life. 4 conditions Vyaggapacha conducive to household's wealth, happiness in this very life, which for the accomplishment of persistent effort, Utthana Sampada, the accomplishment of watchfulness, Arakka Sampada, and the good friendship, Kalyana Mittata, and balanced livelihood, Samajivikata. What is the accomplishment of persistent effort? Here in Vyaggapacha, by whatsoever activity a householder earns his living, whether by farming or by trading or rearing cattle, by archery, by servicing under the king, or by any other kind of craft, at that he becomes skillful and not lazy. He is endowed with power of discernment as to proper ways and means. He is able to carry out, allocate duties. This is called accomplishment of persistent effort. What are the lazy person's characteristics? He thinks, now it is too early to get up. I can sleep a bit and more do the duty or job later. He thinks, I can do this tomorrow. Now I am too hungry. I cannot work now. I eat and do. When he eats, he thinks, I ate too much. I feel sleepy. I have nap and do it later. When he wake up from the nap, he thinks, perhaps I do it later. Now it is too dark, too late. I will do it tomorrow. He finds 1001 reasons to postpone his work. Buddha says that lazy person can never be rich or cannot get rid of suffering. Buddha has given many similes how to improve right effort should utilize in our lives. One might grit their teeth and fist and hands in order to make effort. That kind of effort may be very painful and most probably not fruitful. Effort is like rowing boat, yet it is subtle and refined. Oars must be held rightly. It should pull toward right direction in unison. When you are going against the force of the current of the river, it is time to pull hard. But when you are going with the current, we need not to pull the oar at all. You must just need steer it. Enjoy smooth journey. When you want your boat to move towards right side, you should oar from the left side of your boat. If you want to move toward the left side, vice versa. When you are training your mind, when you are meditating, you must find the right balance. It is like you are playing violin. If the strings are too tight, they might break and also cannot make sweet music. If the strings of the violin are too loose, it becomes unplayable and the music will be very boring. The right balance should be found out through experiments. Once Buddha went to meet a cannibal who lay in a cave. Displeased with the Buddha, he said, he will ask question. If Buddha failed to answer, he will chase away the Buddha from the cave. How's one's suffering end? Buddha said, effort is one's suffering end. How does one's wealth is acquired? Who is tactful, energetic, gains wealth by his own effort. Lord Buddha explained that there are 3 stages in effort. First one is starting energy. It's called Arambhaka Dhatu. The second seed of the effort is starting energy. Secondly, continuation and sustaining the effort. This is called Nikkama Dhatu. Third stage is called achievement of aim for which you have made the effort. Parakkama Dhatu. Some persons are lazy too much. They do not even bother to make effort at all. Some people make their effort to reach effort at the first stage, but they don't move on to the first stage to the second. Some may have effort to reach the second stage. Still, they might give up without realizing the goal, without trying to reach their level. Our greatest teacher, the Blessed One, emphasized that one should not give up their effort until realize the goal. Vayametheva puruso yavatassa nippada. Buddha, before his enlightenment, in one of his previous lives, he was a trader. He went with 500 caravans through the desert to another city with many people, with heavy loads of goods. Unfortunately, the water they carried was over in the middle of the desert. All the people in the group were disappointed and given up the hope of survival. However, Bodhisattva, being the leader, he went in search of water for many miles, but he did not find any. But he saw some grasses on one place. With his wisdom, thought he could there be a little grass in the desert? How could there be a grass in the desert? He thought wisely and guessed that there must be some water source underneath. Otherwise, there will not be any grass. He gathered his men, asked them to dig. When they have digged, they found underneath the stone. They saw a very slight crack from the stone, from which a tiny bit of water came out little by little. It has come to the surface of the grass were grown. Again, everybody got disappointed. How to split the hard stone? He started to hard hit the stone. Others also helped. After long hours of hard work, they could break and get the water that was flowing beneath the stone. Everybody could save their lives, and because of his tireless effort, everybody's life was saved. Having kept right effort in mind, how our life can be transformed into a spiritual tree. It is said in classical Sanskrit, trees are always stand and grow for the benefit of others. Trees are always give shades for weary travelers, provide oxygen, provide fruits, nut, oil, juice, medicine, wood, beauty to the environment, and thousands of benefits to mankind and other creatures. By its nature, many ways it is useful. Humans have to have meaningful life. They have to have deeply rooted virtues like the roots of the tree, which will hold us not to fall into mean, unwholesome deeds and speech. Mindfulness one can develop is like bark of the tree, which prevent external pests. Softwood you find soon after the bark of the tree is like worldly concentration. As time passes, these softwood become hard wood. If you practice constantly, hardwood like enlightenment. The green leaves like the good habits. They give oxygen. Good actions give joy to oneself and others. Dried leaves like the bad qualities in us. They may be seen as useless, but if we make proper attention, they can be transformed into good fertilizer. New pretty flowers, juicy sweet fruits can be produced from them. No lotus flower are grown on cement or marble or tiles. In order to lotus to grow, a filthy, stinky water and dirty soil are essential. Our bad qualities can be used as our teachers. Bad qualities can be used as rich fertilizer to enrich our spiritual path, to grow beautiful flowers and juicy fruits. Bad qualities can be transformed into good, useful qualities through right effort. Therefore, my friends, right effort is one of the most important spiritual faculty we have to develop in order to gain material success and also to eradicate samsaric suffering. It is good to make right effort every day. May the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha guide you, protect you, and bless you. By the merit of listening to the Dhamma talk, may these merits help you to realize supreme bliss of Nibbana, the total cessation of suffering, the freedom from all the bondages. May all beings be well and sabbe satta bhavantu sukhisatta.
Buddhist sermon was delivered by Venerable Beragama Piyarathana Thero.